be sitting here showing you Zoom web conferencing, all from scratch. And I'm on my Mac, 2018 version Mac right now, taking a drink of water, Gatorade here. I'm on my 2018 Mac. I'm going to open up a Zoom web conference right now. First thing you can start in your browser, and you're going to have to download Zoom. So zoom.us is the website. Zoom has a lot more features than especially if you pay the $15 a month. Even if it's for like 2 months temporarily, it's not that bad. It's pretty cheap. So if you don't have an account, I have an account, so I'm gonna sign in. I use my Google account. I have several Google accounts, but as probably a lot of people do, you can sign in with Google. You don't necessarily have to create another account. I mean, it creates one for you, but it creates it based on an account you've already created, so you don't have to do a lot of the stuff. So it takes your logo. So I'm logged in, and this is what I see on the browser for Zoom. Webinars, if you want to do a webinar one day, you can see any recordings that have taken place. It will be local recordings for me. I've had a lot of meetings recently. Now you have a personal room here. This is my personal room number, so you can schedule a meeting. When you schedule a meeting, you create different rooms. Each scheduled meeting is a different room number. Or you can just go to your profile, grab the link on your profile, and this is just what you need to give everyone, and it stays the same. This link, you can keep it, save it, bookmark it. This link will stay the same. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to visit it. And it's going to open up the app because I already have it downloaded. If you need to, you can download it at this point, and it will ask you, if it doesn't recognize it, it'll ask you to download. So now you see me, but there's a couple things you need to do once you open up the Zoom app after you've downloaded it. Again, this is on my 2018 Mac version. So if it's either with a phone call or a computer audio, you can join with phone call or computer audio. Phone call, it gives you a list of numbers, and you can just call with your phone, or you can join with how it is set up right now. So I'm going to join with computer audio, using the same thing now. There may be some feedback, but so now I have it set to automatically start recording, but I'm going to stop that recording. So now you can do a bunch of things. Stop video, mute the microphone in here. So I'm the only one in this meeting room, so I can't show you. You can see here, manage participants. I'm only the one there. You're included in this number, so I'm one person in this meeting right now. But to fix that, you can email, and you can copy the URL, which I technically did already, or copy the whole invitation. And just to show you what the invitation looks like, I'm open up my text edit app, close this, and a new window, and this is what the invitation looks like. Those same numbers, and it gives you access codes, it gives you the meeting access number, and there's no password needed. It gives you the links, and the link is included in there, but it gives you a list of different area numbers that you can, if you're in Houston, San Jose, Chicago, New York, different numbers that people can call, so based on area code. And there's a whole lot more that you can. I'll have to show you. This is just basic settings. There's a whole lot more that you can do. All right, so enough with meeting invitations and meeting info. Oh, find your local number with this link. That's what this link is. This is the meeting room link. So I'm going to do away with that. No more need for that. So next, link OpenZoom is the best way on a Mac. So I did the audio video test. If you forget, you can always go back to the microphone and the option. You can click right there. Select a microphone. Any plug and play mics you have plugged into your computer will show up here. You just have to select the one, or you can set same as system. And if you do that, then you'll have to go into your preferences again. I'm on a Mac. You'll have to go into that's Zoom preferences. I have to go in my Mac preferences, and then you go into the sound settings on the machine itself and set the input. But it's the only one. So you can set same as system, and this way it makes it a little less confusing. Same as system, then you're setting this here, and Zoom will mirror that. And again, same for how you want to hear people in the meeting room. Your speakers, or if you want to, you can set it to AirPlay on your TV. You can set it up if you have Apple TV, or if you can do it that way too. But MacBook Pro speakers is the best, easiest way. And this way, same for video. Then you can always go back and say video settings, video, and set enable HD. It takes more bandwidth. You got to be wary of bandwidth usage. If you mirror, it's going to be flipped. It's like right now, I'm actually pointing to the left. And you show up right now, you see me pointing to my left. If I flipped it, I'm my right. Now, let's try this again. This is my left. This is my left. Now to you, it's your right. If I mirror it, this is my left, this is your left. But everything in the background is flipped too. I'll get it right. Again, audio settings. Premium version, if anyone has a premium version, you have access to all this. Change your background. If you want to pledge allegiance to the American flag, if you want to go on a rant like that, this is what a lot of people do. And you can, let me see if I can have a little fun with that now. Turn on my video, and there you go. I'm talking in front of an American flag now. So you can play around with backgrounds. I had a Toastmasters background, see behind there, from joining a meeting before. You can do a lot of fun stuff with that. Recording, you can set different recordings. What do you want to record? Specific people, whole people meeting at once, gallery mode. Set different records. So next I have in my list, look around, move the cursor. Notice share. When you hit share, you can choose to share the screen and from an app, or if you have a whiteboard, you can draw, and everyone then can see. It's a bad example because I'm the only one in here seeing it, but I can draw something. We can play Pictionary together, or if you're looking for something fun to do, if you want to erase, or if you want to just clear all drawings. So how do you stop this? X that. Get out of that. Okay, so now I'm back in the meeting. All right. Look around even more. There's the chat. You can type to everyone, or you can select, if there's other people in there, you can select either by that or by anyone who shows up on the top or on the side. You can click on the three dots and you can say send them a message privately. Or you can do it also here if they were actually in there. No one host only. You send just to the host, which I'm the host. Would make kind of sense for me. Look around more. This is where you can start to record to this computer or in the cloud. Again, when I showed, I'm recording without audio, but now this is recording to the cloud. So I'll be able to pull this up anywhere, and you see it's recording to the cloud. So I'm going to stop that though. Yes. And look around further. There's support options. There's streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. It's streaming on all that, supports all that. I can essentially do this whole thing by streaming on YouTube from Zoom. Looking around even further in this Zoom meeting area, you can also end. I can say, because I'm the host, end meeting for all, or just leave meeting and keep the meeting open, or cancel because I'm not quite done yet. I showed you the chat, participants, list of participants. You can say like yes, no, go slower, go faster, more, thumbs down, boom, boom, clap. There's a clap icon. Anyone in Toastmasters, we do a lot of clapping. Need a break, and you're away. Then you say unmute all. As the host, you have the ability to do that. So that's participants. Same here. You can also rename people as well. So if you need any clarifications, so video options. I showed you video options. I showed you backgrounds. I showed you any other thing that there's some virtual backgrounds, statistics, just fun stuff to look over when you're in the Mac. Different views, pin. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to show how to pin, but how can I do that if it's just me here? You can enter full screen, exit full screen. So if you have more, you'll be doing this with more people for sure. You'll see their small box up here at the top, or if you're in a smaller window, it'll show up like on the side, which you can like move around. You just go to the three dots and you can say pin, unpin. You can pin multiple people. So like if you need to see two boxes for sure at once show up, you can pin them both so you always see them. You always see them show up. And pin gallery. So gallery, you can see all meeting participants a lot. If you have so many, you can show like 9 or 10 at a time. You can see 9 or 10 people at a time in gallery mode. And then you have single view, which I had on a minute ago. Turn my video back on, and that's single view. So there's that. What else? Change rename. So that's Zoom on a Mac, or essentially it is pretty much the same. There's a few differences, but Zoom has pretty much all the features. And a lot of stuff, the video stuff, depends on your version of your computer, or yeah, it depends on your version of your computer, what your computer's capable of, your processing power. So some things you might not be able to do. But that is how to log into Zoom and participate in a Zoom web conference. There was one last thing I forgot when I was going through the testing audio video before I end this before I end this video on Zoom. I just wanted to show you when you're joining a meeting. Can I just go back in there. I join a meeting. I gotta sign in. So I'm signed in. So this is the Zoom app, what it looks like. So when you first enter into, I want to stop this. When you first enter into the meeting, I'll stop. I'll do all this. You're going to want to do, say join with computer audio, but before that, or if you're doing phone call, if you want to do that instead with audio from your phone and you just use video on the computer, a lot of people do that. Do a test speaker and microphone. Then you hear something. If you hear it, you say yes, and you're good. If you say no, continue troubleshooting. So now I hear the microphone, so we're good. So that's just a simple test thing you do before you actually say join with computer audio. And that, now you're in.
The recording has stopped.
And but sometimes it alerts you and alerts all members that recording stopped. Then I just turn my video on, and there I am. So that, in a nutshell, is web conferencing on Zoom.